Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Ripple Effect 2.0. It's our third installment of our pre-interview session for the event that's coming up on February 15th. My name is Chad Toms. I'm the Vice President of Sales and Strategic Accounts for Reliance One, joined by Alysia Green. She is the Senior Culture and DEI Consultant for Marsh, McLennan Agency. Hello, Alysia. And as always, kind of the staple, the glue, Heather Grove, our HR coordinator from Reliance One, but we call her the HR superstar because she's in the middle of everything. Thanks so much to you both for joining us today. We're so excited for our event coming up. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to be here again.
Yeah, exactly. It's our third installment. So we interviewed Laura Geftos from the Michigan Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. That was so much fun to chat with her. And then we last week we had Mbiya, DEI expert and just overall consultant, just great person. And so happy to introduce Alysia to the panel. Alysia and I have gone way back for many years, and just so happy she said yes. This is going to be just amazing. So, well, first of all, before we get in kind of the deep dive into Alicia's background, Heather, can you just kind of fill us in on what's going on, when is it, and where is it? All that, those 5 W's, I guess, as we talked about in the past.
Yep, you got it. So this past year, Reliance One formed the DEI committee, our first DEI committee. And when we were looking into how to start up, we hit some roadblocks. You know, we were like, where do we start? Who do we talk to? What are we doing? So we came up with this idea and we kind of paired it with the ripple effect that we did last year. So that's why we're calling it 2.0. So it's kind of our DEI ripple effect. And it kind of goes back to everything starts with just a small ripple, a wave. How do you get to a wave? You have to take that pebble, you throw it in, and a baby ripple starts. And the wave can grow. When it crashes against the shore, it can be small, medium, large. So that's kind of what we're looking at when we talk about the ripple effect. And we really want to have people join us at Stellantis on February 15th. Anyone who is, I call them change makers, right? You can be in HR, you can be a small business owner, you could be in sales. It really doesn't matter because DEI is something that each and every one of us can contribute to. As I said before, I have a passion point for acceptance and accessibility. Those are 2 really big passion points of mine. And so what I love about this panel is we have, first of all, it's all women. I love that. And, we all come from different walks of life. We all have different passions. Alysia, you have your own background that you're going to bring. And I looked at, what I found on LinkedIn for you, and I was super excited to see what I saw. So there's going to be about 200 of us gathered all together. We're going to start at about 12:30 for registration, showing up at Stellantis in the amphitheater. And then we're going to kick off at 1 o'clock. And about 2:45, we'll end up wrapping up. We're going to have 3 panelists. We have an MC. There's going to be networking breakout sessions. So everybody can walk away with accountability partners, contact point, someone that you can turn to when you're just unsure of what to do next. So then at about 3 o'clock, we're kicking off with Michigan Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. That will follow right after. Chad, I don't say it right every time. I need I am
It's perfect.
Not good at saying that.
You get a lot of practice lately.
Third Thursday of every month, they have a networking event. So we're kind of smushing these 2 things together. And there's just going to be a lot of opportunity to talk to each other afterwards, whether it's about attending the DEI event that we just did or how to move forward, connecting with our panelists, people from MHCC. So it's going to be a packed afternoon. I'm really excited about that. So again, February 15th, starting about 2:30, 12:30, we'll kick off at 1 and we'll wrap up about 5 o'clock.
Yeah, it's going to go by fast, but just great opportunity. We talked about this, Alysia. A lot of the events I've attended over the years, I know you attend a lot. You show up, you get a great message, you meet some people, and then poof, you're out the door going to the next thing. And I think what's really important, and it's not going to be a really in-depth workshop, it's just going to be an opportunity for people to connect and meet and work together. It might be scheduling that cup of coffee or just a Zoom message or whatever, just to stay on task and just keep it top of mind and come back for the Ripple Effect 2.5 or 3.0 with just some updates. And, it's really just to stay on it. As mentioned, we started our committee, about a year ago, and they just took that first step. I thought that was amazing. Not only they took that first step and they kept it going, and they're just really just inspiring each other, and it's inspired me as out here in business development. So we thought of this idea. We're like, let's get a lot of people together. We got Lottie Holland from Stellantis. We got yourself, Mary Mbiya. We've got Joscelyn Davis. Let's get together, educate, and then get it going and just do the workshop. So I think you're a perfect add to our panel. I guess, Alysia, if you can share with us, what inspires you, and I guess what's your commitment to making the world a better place through that, with, establishing DEI and just growing that. And I guess tell us a little bit about yourself. That would be fantastic.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for thinking of me. I so appreciate you both. So a little bit about me. I actually got started in diversity, equity, inclusion, probably very similarly to so many others that are in this space. And part of it, though, came because I am biracial. I am half Black and half Chinese. My mom is Chinese, dad's Black. And so I was executive director of the local Asian American Pacific Islander Chamber of Commerce. And really, it was when I had that position that I really started to think about pivoting into the DE&I space, because I present as African American. And being a part of APAC and having the experience that some AAPI experience without actually being AAPI presenting, it was a very different experience for me. And so that's when I realized that I could be a quite vocal ally for the AAPI community. So I ended up leaving APAC and got hired into my first official DE&I role with a fairly large organization. I was on their internal DE&I team, helping them to implement their strategy across the multi-state footprint. But that is, I guess, a little bit about me. As far as why is it so important, I think just in general, increasing understanding and awareness about what diversity, equity, and inclusion is and what it isn't. Unfortunately, it's been weaponized so much over the past few years. And so being able to help organizations understand that DE&I is really a way for each organization to look at all of their employees, because employee engagement and employee satisfaction is not or should not continue to be one size fits all. And so by being able to use the lens of diversity, equity, and inclusion can increase engagement, increase satisfaction, as well as DE&I is a proven business strategy, how it can help with workforce development, whether it's talent attraction or retention, economic development, when you think of supplier diversity and diverse market insight, business productivity when it comes to innovation by bringing in all of these different perspectives and people with different lived experiences. I mean, there's just so much opportunity when you use diversity, equity, and inclusion the right way to include all of your employees so that everyone in your organization can feel safe, supported, valued, and respected.
Wow, you said that perfectly. And that just makes all the sense in the world. I look at it, and we talked about this the other day in one of our meetings. It's that WIMFM factor. It's what's in it for me. If I'm an employer, I'm a corporation, I'm a small business, a large company, and I'm looking to make a difference and attract talent to my organization as well as retain. I mean, that just really explains it. And that's why I'm so glad that you're going to be able to share that message to everybody that's in attendance. And then from there, once it's over, we're going to find a way to stay connected. We have the ability to do that. We've created some social media channels and and even an email blast. And it's like, there's somebody out there that's going to be like, oh my goodness, I need to have Alysia come into our organization and sit down with our leadership team, our ownership, our whatever it is. And you're going to be able to help them. So I'm just so excited for you to be able to do that and share those good things. It just makes the world a better place. It makes the company a better place. So amazing job with that description. That's outstanding.
I really liked what you said when you said different lived experiences, because none of us have the exact same experience. We might be able to relate on something specific, but our emotions, for whatever reasons, they're all different because of outside factors outside of those situations as well. So I really do like that because I'm a very empathetic person, at least I hope I come off that way. And I learn through other people's experiences, and they have encouraged me, the people that I have learned from, to share my own experiences, because those look very different for me than they do for some of my friends and coworkers. Some that are physical, some that are not physical. And unless we share, unless we speak about those things, people just don't know. Because I know a lot of things that I've spoken about this past year within our company. I have a lot of people reaching out, behind the scenes saying, hey, thanks for sharing that, because this is something I struggle with as well. It's like, oh, you do? I never would have thought. Well, I never would have thought unless you would have shared. So that's why I'm really excited to be able to follow up after everyone speaks with the networking, because I think we're all going to hear something or be able to walk away with a talking point that we might, bump into somebody while we're grabbing our little snacks after and say, hey, did you ever deal with something like this? Yeah, I have. Well, what was your experience? And we just learn and grow from that. Like we said before, in the beginning, it starts with just a ripple, and that's how you grow into a wave. So
Gotta hit her with your quote, Heather, your amazing quote.
Yeah, so this kind of all started from the quote, little by little, a little becomes a lot. And it really is. So that's what got us thinking of the ripple, but you could think of it however it applies best to you. It might be, foundations, building blocks, Legos, whatever you want. You just have
Or
to start.
multiplier.
Yep.
To me, that's one of the things that I visualized when Chad first mentioned to me about the ripple effect. I thought about the multiplier effect. And really, when you talk about DE&I, that's exactly what it is, because the old business model of we can treat our employees any old kind of way because you should be glad that you have a job. That is no longer the case, at least not for the workforce today. And so being able to utilize that lens of diversity, equity, inclusion really is a multiplier effect, because you start to implement certain strategies. While you might have a small group of people in mind, it really it lifts everyone up. And so that's really, as an organization, that's what you hope an employer would really think about and take into consideration.
Yeah, and I think too, one of the things at least that I am excited to hear about are those strategies. Being a company with a newer DEI committee, it's like, what next? It's hard sometimes. There's so much out there, and it can get overwhelming. And then you think, oh, look at all these big ideas. What's enough? And I think that's determined by what is the goal of each company. What is enough? What is your goal? What do you want? So you have to start, like we said, small if you're at the beginning stages. And then also for those people that might be a year, 3 years, 5 years deep into this, now what? So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm really excited to hear about strategies, because there's a lot I'm going to take away from this as well, I think.
It's going to be amazing. So it's on February 15th. It's at Stellantis at the amphitheater. It's going to kick off, as you mentioned, 1 o'clock. It's going to fly by, and then we're going to have an opportunity to close out the event with the Hispanic Chamber, which has been such an amazing partner to Reliance One over the years. We date back with them since 2007, and then we get to spend some time with the Stellantis supplier diversity team. Outstanding, just amazing people. They do so much for all of the organizations. They're the MBE, every certification you can think of. They have everyone in their building every year, and they're just an amazing partner. So I'm so excited. I appreciate you, Alysia, joining us. It's going to be so much fun. I know we got to talk about lastly, because the registration closes this week. I know we got some sponsorships. Heather, can you close us out and just kind of fill us in? And I know we've got 3 of them, different packages available, and kind of what they mean.
Yeah, for sure. So if you can hear my dog in the back, that's what you get for kind of working at home. Parker's excited. So on the MHCC website, and we'll put the link on whatever we're posting this on a few different platforms. So wherever you're joining us from, thank you. Just look in the comment section or the description of the video, and there'll be a link. It's going to take you to our LinkedIn event. And within that event, there is a link to the MHCC website. And there you'll be able to select the sponsorship package should you wish, or you can select your admission. So admission is $20. We're trying to keep this cost effective for everyone, so everyone has access to this information. And then we have sponsorships. So we have 3 different tiers: tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. And depending on how many people you would like to join, you can look at that. For our tier one, I believe, you can have your own networking table. So you'll be able to feel free to bring up to 8 guests. And then you'll also be able to just put out whatever information you want for your company. And then you'll be able to also, we'll take that information from you, we'll have it in the attendees bag, get it right in the hands of the people who are coming. So 3 different packages, $250, $350, and $500. And you'll get an 8-foot table all to yourself. And then you'll be able to invite people from your company to come as well and join you for networking.
Yeah, it's really our goal to help elevate those companies and just help them build their brand and build relationships. That's what it's all about. So yeah, if you're interested in the sponsorship, let us know. If you just want to attend, that is perfectly okay. We, like as mentioned, we kept the costs very low. We're just trying to break even on it. Just try to cover the expenses and get as many people out there as we can, and can continue on this great wave that we're on, that ripple effect. So Alysia, thank you so very much. I can't wait to see you on the 15th. Great job, Heather, as always. And
Yes.
Thanks everybody for watching our video. We'll hopefully see you there out at Stellantis on February 15th. Any
Come on
final
out.
thoughts?
You don't want to miss it.
Yeah,
No,
absolutely.
Good time. It's gonna be jam-packed with a lot of information. So
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
I mean, I know I can say that because we're, putting it together, but truly this is something that I would probably want to attend even if we weren't putting it on. So I'm looking to just
100%.
get
I
lots
agree.
out of it. So
All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching our video. You have a great day. We'll see you soon.